I really think basketball was just instilled in me. You know, my pops played basketball, and just basketball was always around me. From where I was raised, it really made me into the person that I am. You know, I was one of them outside kids. Like, I was outside from 10 a.m. to, like, nighttime. Just my AAU coach, he kind of instilled it in me, like, you could really, like, take this game super far. I feel like without basketball, I don't know where I would be in life. It's helped me so much, and it's like motivated me so much to, you know, just stay on this narrow path. Basketball chose me.
Buzzards have been raised throughout the WNBA by Nalyssa Smith's abrupt departure from the Indiana Fever. She was a rising star with a lot of potential, but she was fired. Did you miss the reasons why the Fever let her go?
8 to shoot. Out to Smith. Her three is good.
The WNBA player to watch was Nalyssa Smith.
Fashion is huge to me. I love, you know, expressing myself through clothes. I love when, you know, people send me clothes for me to wear and represent their brands and stuff like that. So if y'all want to send me some clothes, send me some clothes.
Whether she was dominating the paint, crashing the boards, or making critical shots, she was a constant force. However, when the news surfaced that the Fever had ended their relationship with Nalyssa Smith, what could motivate a team to cut one of their best players? According to reports, there were disagreements between Smith and the team's administration. Some sources even allude to arguments about playing style and locker room dynamics, but Smith has made it plain that she is not taking this lightly.
Might be shooting a three today. Oh man, I'm hot today. Good luck, man. Good luck. I love you. See you out there. That one. That one. Hey, but don't get complacent, because it could change quick. We got to keep our foot on their neck.
Let's go back in time and examine other notable individuals who were shown the door, because this isn't the first time a top athlete has been benched, fired, or just discharged. Imagine being a former MVP, a scoring monster, and still being kicked out of the league. The answer is ego conflicts and a refusal to accept a bench role. Allen Iverson was not just a basketball player, he was a cultural phenomenon. However, his NBA career ended on a negative note due to problems with team management and disagreements regarding his function. If you find this video entertaining, please hit the bell symbol to subscribe and like it.
Clark with the shot clock fading. Great look, and Smith lays it in.
Liz Cambage, a powerhouse and one of the WNBA's most talented centers, had her contract with the Los Angeles Sparks terminated in 2022 due to off-court issues ranging from offensive remarks to evident locker room conflict. Cage's departure was unpleasant due to reports of her diva behavior and lack of professionalism, which sounds like what the Fever accused Smith of. However, keep in mind that Latrell Sparrow's talent was evident, but his attitude led to his expulsion after he declined a $21 million contract extension, famously stating, "I have a family to feed." It serves as a reminder that in basketball, skill alone does not guarantee a spot on the roster. For example, Cappie Pondex was one of the WNBA's best players, but her career ended shortly after rumors of locker room conflict and problems with coaching staff surfaced. Similarly, Nalyssa Cappie's shocking departure left fans wondering what actually transpired behind the scenes. Sprewell's aggressiveness cost him his career because teams didn't want to deal with his antics. You thought you could dunk on Caitlyn Clark both on and off the court, Nalyssa Smith, but it appears the new head coach wasn't amused by your rude behavior. Feelings.
Popped it up errantly. Possession stays alive. Smith on the attack. Lumbers in. Banks it home.
Nalyssa let us clarify a few things. Caitlyn Clark is a certified walking bucket who pulls up from the logo like she's Stephen Curry's twin sister. You have game, but when you start criticizing Caitlyn, it's like you're airballing a free shot in a pinch. Caitlyn's talent and rising stardom were obvious, but you couldn't handle it, could you? Instead of joining forces and becoming the WNBA's new dynamic tandem, you decided to play defense against your own teammate. Nalyssa, nobody wins when the tension is at an all-time high in the locker room and the new head coach arrives. This wasn't just any new coach looking to make friends. This was the WNBA's Pat Riley. No drama, no nonsense, and definitely no space for a locker room after glancing at you, Nalyssa. Divas the coach said, "Nope, not today."
Looking to take Thomas, a tough task. Smith able to spin it in.
Why would you allow a teammate to be harassed for attempting to make a behind-the-back pass during a fast break? The instructor didn't want you to bring that negativity to the group because it was unnecessary and would undoubtedly cause disaster. While Caitlyn is out there scoring goals and helping the team, you're in the corner complaining that you were fouled, even if you weren't.
Looking to dance into some space. Nalyssa Smith rims in a three.
Nalyssa, in case you forgot, basketball is a team sport. You had the opportunity to be a part of something special, a team that could have dominated the league, but instead of feeding the hot hand, you were out there dribbling the clock down like your prime Westbrook. And guess what? Your attitude cost you a lot. The head coach saw what was going on and called for Nalyssa to leave the area before it turned into a full-court catastrophe. We all know ISO ball doesn't win championships, but your attitude in the fourth quarter was like putting up a brick. It was ugly, loud, and left everyone wondering why you chose to remove yourself from your teammates rather than pass the ball. Nalyssa, you fouled out. The new coach didn't want to give you a technical. Instead, they completely removed you from the game based on your personality and play.
As it goes right by Hall. How about Nalyssa Smith?
Jordan Horston trying to get in, and Nalyssa.
Caitlyn Clark did not steal your brilliance. While you were busy pretending to be a player coach and arguing with the referees, Nalyssa earned hers by playing like it was the NBA Finals every night. You were the issue, not Caitlyn. Her talent and work ethic were more impressive than your criticisms, which seemed more like a poorly delivered halftime speech.
One-on-one, Sammy Whitcomb with 8 seconds left. Goes around to Gumake, drives baseline, and shot rejected by Izzy McMagor. Second opportunity is up and in by Nalyssa Smith. Very entertaining first half about Seattle, and all of a sudden, we're pretty close. This has been as close as it's been all second quarter long, 44-2.
You know that the greatest players clap, encourage, and lift their game when someone else is shining, yet you tried to dim Caitlyn's brilliance, which isn't how basketball or life works.
Of women's basketball. Here's Smith. She can hit that shot, and she does.
Smith, Nalyssa, let's talk about what you did, or better yet, what you didn't do. Caitlyn Clark, one of the most talented players in the game, was being harassed by an opponent, and instead of intervening or standing up, you sat back and made jokes with Dee and I Carrington about it. That's the kind of teammate you were. Let me break it down for you. Caitlyn Clark was out there putting up MVP-level stats while being trash-talked and swamped by defenders. What did you do? Nothing. You let her get clobbered on the court, acting like the chaos wasn't your problem.
And it collapsed, leads to open 3 opportunities.
Clark nudged by Carrington.
Basketball cannot be played alone. Nalyssa, the only thing that would roll in a pick and roll with that much fervor would be the ball going out of bounds, and rather than offering assistance, you went live on Instagram to joke with DJI, as if it didn't matter to your teammate or your club who does it.
Anyways, that's quiet. You not hungry?
Look, she keeps talking about this pasta. We are gonna get the pasta.
Yo, it's getting hot. It's time.
Oh, you want to get in the water?
No, I had gotten in the water yesterday. Mind you, I can't swim. So I had slip. I was trying to get up, and I had slip, and I cut my foot, bro.
I had to jump in and save her.
Okay.
I did. I jumped back in the water.
Larry the lobster.
I had already gone over and got out to where we was going, and then I see her.
Hand out to
I
say,
see her like this.
jump
No,
in.
I had to get your shoe. Remember your shoe came off. You were like this, and then you slipped.
Speaking of Jai, let's talk about the two of you acting like a sideliner. Your first session was more important than the game, and you had the audacity to joke that Caitlyn was being dragged around, as if she wasn't the reason anyone was still paying attention to the WNBA or Fever games. In fact, Caitlyn was carrying the team on her back while you were whispering and laughing on the bench. You weren't a teammate. You were a background distraction, and you couldn't even say, "I got your back." It appears like Joni was creating an audition film for the WNBA's Greatest Clown.
So I had her get rid of some stuff. She was willing to work with it though. She didn't argue about it.
She made me get rid of all my platform shoes.
Platform Converse.
Besides like sandals.
Wedges.
I never had wedges.
You had some in the
I
closet.
did not have no wedges.
You had a pair in the closet.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Nalyssa, you brought turmoil to the Fever, and now Christy's side is gone. You know what happens when a team doesn't support one another. When someone starts pushing Caitlyn around, you step in and stop the nonsense on and off the court. That's how you create a dynamic team, but instead you sat there like a referee without a whistle, allowing the drama to play out like a highlight reel. Caitlyn Clark is out there playing chess, and you're playing hot potato with the ball, and the team's chemistry good teammates protect each other. To keep you interested.
Amen. Smith.
Feel the defense. Where are they at? Bring it right back.
Not to mention the jokes you found amusing. Didn't you laugh about Caitlyn while the opposing team harassed her? You turned a team sport into a one-woman show as Caitlyn put in all the work while you supplied. You know it's not humorous about your whiny attitude, Venom? It rarely gets you off the bench, let me tell you that. If basketball awarded awards for shade, you would have more trophies than rebounds, but spoiler alert, you still have more sunshades than championships. Superstar Caitlyn Clark has ice in her veins and a highlight reel that keeps defenders awake. However, you made yourself a side note while Caitlyn was making no-look passes and draining half-court shots. You were out there performing no-look duties.
A little bit of everything. What's the hole into the game? Did not see her last night against the Sparks. As Smith,
If you had Caitlyn's back, you could have been a part of a strong duo or even a championship contender instead of joining the peanut gallery with DJI. Instead, you turn the locker room into a drama zone and let Caitlyn take all the hits. Now look where you are out of the Fever and, presumably, on every coach's do not list. How can you expect to build a career when your attitude screams past the blame news flash? Congratulations, Dr. Draft List. You did a great job. New York. Lisa, basketball is more than just skill. It's also about character and how you responded to Caitlyn Clark. You showed everyone who you really are by allowing her to be bullied, laughing about it, and then asking why the team broke up. You had the chance to lead, but you decided to be a liability instead.
Smith.
This is a grown woman.
Here are some suggestions. You're the punchline right now, so stop pointing fingers, stop making jokes, and start improving both on and off the court. It's time to take a serious look in the mirror because, although your potential is obvious, your mindset is holding you back. You're out like a faded jersey in the bargain area. Caitlyn Clark is your teammate, not your rival, because in basketball, as in life, teamwork makes the dream come true. Lisa Smith. Since your attitude toward Caitlyn Clark is honestly making it difficult for everyone to support you, let's talk about your future. Let's examine what remains for you after you blew the bat. You had a talent opportunity and a team that could have helped you grow your career, but instead of building a dynasty, you allowed your ego to run amok.
Starts. Smith open on the perimeter, and she catches in on a three.
Nalyssa, instead, you might have become the spokesperson for companies that promote resilience, empowerment, or even greatness. Adopt messy attitudes, imagine it. Businesses put your face on some offensive statements like, rules are for rookies, or I don't share the ball, which is where your negative outlook has led you. However, let's face it, those partnerships don't pay much in comparison to what Caitlyn Clark will be bringing in with her morally upright endorsements. Let's be honest, you've probably burned most of your bridges in the WNBA. Sure, teams in China or Europe might overlook your attitude if you can still post stats, but the problem is that even coaches abroad value teamwork, and your constant shade throwing isn't exactly the kind of baggage they're looking to pack. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Keep checking back.